Klara, my love, can you believe it is already February? This year is going by so quickly.
I know, Leo. It feels like we just celebrated New Year's Eve yesterday, and you know what is coming up next week, don't you?
Of course I do. Next Friday is February the 14th. It is Valentine's Day. I was just thinking about it, and I wanted to ask you what you would like to do.
That is so sweet of you to ask. I have been thinking about it too. To be honest, I don't want us to do anything too big or extravagant.
Really? I thought you might want to go to a fancy restaurant or a special event.
Those things can be nice, but sometimes they feel a little impersonal. I think this year I would prefer to have a simple, quiet, and cozy Valentine's Day. Just the two of us, spending some quality time together.
A simple and cozy Valentine's Day sounds absolutely perfect to me. I love that idea. It takes all the pressure off. So, what is our first decision? Should we go out somewhere or should we stay at home?
Well, we could go out for a nice dinner. That is the classic Valentine's Day activity. But I have some concerns about that.
What are your concerns?
I think every single restaurant in Vienna will be completely full. It is one of the busiest nights of the year for them. It might feel a little bit crowded and noisy.
That is a very good point. It might not be the relaxing and quiet evening we are hoping for. And restaurants often have special, expensive set menus for Valentine's Day. You don't get to choose from the regular menu.
Exactly. I think it would be much more romantic and personal if we stayed at home this year. We could create our own perfect evening, just for us.
I love the idea of staying at home. We can have our own private celebration. It will be so much more intimate and special. So, what should we do at home?
I think the most important part of a Valentine's dinner is the food. So my proposal is that we cook a wonderful, romantic, three-course meal together.
Cooking together. That is a brilliant idea. We always have so much fun when we cook together. It can be our team project for the evening.
It can. We can choose the menu, go shopping for the ingredients, and then spend the evening in the kitchen preparing everything with a nice glass of wine.
It sounds like the perfect date night. And I am sure our cooking is just as good as any of those expensive restaurants. Maybe even better.
I think it is definitely better because we will be making it with love. So the first step is to plan our menu. What should we make?
Planning the menu is the most exciting part. We can choose all of our favorite things. What should we have for our starter, our appetizer?
I think we should start with something light and elegant. It is a beautiful time of year for pumpkins. How about we make a delicious, creamy pumpkin soup, a Kürbis Cremesuppe. We can serve it with a swirl of toasted pumpkin seed oil on top.
A creamy pumpkin soup sounds divine. It is so warm and comforting, and very Austrian. I love that idea. It is the perfect start to our meal.
I'm glad you agree. Now, for the main course. This is the most important part of the meal. What do you think we should make?
I have an idea for the main course, if you don't mind. I would like to cook for you. I would like to make my special Wiener Schnitzel. I know it is your favorite.
Your Wiener Schnitzel? Leo, that is the most romantic thing I have ever heard. You know how much I love it. You make it so perfectly, so thin and crispy.
It would be my pleasure to make it for you. I will serve it the traditional way, with some delicious parsley potatoes and a lemon wedge.
A perfect main course. I am already feeling hungry just thinking about it. So, we have our starter and our main dish planned. What about the grand finale, the dessert?
For dessert, I think we should make something that is fun and interactive. Something we can prepare together right at the end of our meal.
I love that idea. A shared dessert is always very romantic. What kind of interactive dessert are you thinking of?
How about we make a classic Austrian dessert that we both love, Kaiserschmarrn. It's a fluffy, shredded pancake. We can make the batter together, and I can flip it in the pan.
And I can be in charge of shredding it with the forks and dusting it with powdered sugar. And we must serve it with a big bowl of fruit compote, like plum or apple. That is a brilliant idea.
This is going to be the most delicious Valentine's Day dinner ever. Pumpkin soup, Wiener Schnitzel, and Kaiser Schmarrn. A truly Austrian feast.
It really is. Now that we have our menu, we need to divide the responsibilities. We need a clear plan for the shopping and the cooking.
I can be in charge of all the shopping. I will make a detailed list of all the ingredients we need, from the pumpkin to the veal, and I can go to the market on Friday morning.
That would be a huge help. Thank you. That will give me more time to clean the apartment and make everything look nice for our special evening.
And for the cooking, we have already decided that I will cook the main course.
And I can be in charge of making the soup for the starter. And then we will work together as a team to create our masterpiece, the Kaiser Schmarrn, for dessert. This is a very fair and balanced plan. This is going to be so much fun. I am much more excited about this than about going to a crowded restaurant.
Me too. Now, since we are staying at home, I think we should make an extra effort to create a really beautiful and romantic atmosphere in the apartment.
I completely agree. We should make it feel different from a normal weeknight dinner. What are your ideas for creating a romantic mood?
Well, first, we should set the dining table properly. We can use the nice tablecloth, our best plates, and the fancy wine glasses that we never use.
Yes, and we can fold the napkins nicely and put a small vase with a single rose in the middle of the table. That would be a beautiful centerpiece.
And lighting is very important. Instead of using the bright overhead light, we should light some candles. The soft, flickering light from candles is always so romantic. And finally, we need music. We can create a special playlist with all of our favorite love songs.
A beautiful table, candlelight, and romantic music. It sounds like we are creating our own private five-star restaurant right here in our living room.
It does, doesn't it? It is going to be perfect. Now, there is one more topic we need to discuss for Valentine's Day. The topic of gifts.
Ah, yes, the gifts. I was going to ask you about that. Have you been thinking about what you would like?
I have. And to be honest, In the same spirit of keeping things simple and meaningful, I would like to suggest a no-stress gift rule for this year.
No stress gift rule? What does that mean?
It means I don't want you to feel pressured to buy me something expensive, like jewelry or perfume, and I don't want to worry about finding the perfect expensive gift for you.
I think I like the sound of that rule. So, what do we do instead? Do we not give each other any gifts at all?
I was thinking we could give each other something small and meaningful, something that comes from the heart, not from the shop. How about we write each other a heartfelt letter?
A letter? You mean we write down our feelings for each other on paper? That is an incredibly romantic and beautiful idea, Klara. I love that so much more than any gift I could buy in a store.
I thought you would like it. A letter is something we can keep forever and read again in the future. It feels so much more personal and precious than a material object.
It is decided then. Our gift to each other will be a love letter. Now, what about after we have finished our delicious dinner and read our beautiful letters? What should we do for the rest of the evening?
That is a good question. We could watch a romantic movie, but we do that quite often. Maybe we could do something a little different.
I have an idea. Do you remember that big photo album we made after our trip to Italy last summer?
Of course I do. It is one of my most prized possessions.
Why don't we get that album out and look through it together? We could sit on the sofa with our dessert and reminisce about all the wonderful memories we made on that trip.
Leo, that is the most perfect idea. Looking through our travel photos would be such a romantic and happy way to end the evening. It would remind us of all the adventures we have shared.
I think so too. It is simple, personal, and completely free. It fits our theme for the perfect, simple Valentine's Day.
I think we have now created the best Valentine's Day plan in history. I am so incredibly excited. It feels so authentic and true to who we are as a couple.
I agree. So let's just do a final review. We are staying at home. We are cooking a delicious three-course Austrian meal together.
We are creating a romantic atmosphere with a beautiful table, candlelight, and our favorite music.
Our gifts to each other will be a personal, handwritten letter, and our evening's entertainment will be looking at our Italy photo album and remembering our happy times.
It is the perfect plan. Thank you for planning this with me, my love.
Thank you. I can't wait to celebrate with you. I love you, Klara.
I love you too, Leo.